Hello YouTube. Okay, so we are, I'm not sure, probably I'm into like day 12, 11 of my locks. I just woke up and this is how I woke up, so. I'm extremely fuzzy. I'm extremely having to pull things apart because of tons of loose hairs. Yeah, so. And I got some human hair extensions at Sally's Beauty Supply. The brand is called Sassy because I listened to Fleur at Wired and Stone. And she does locks and extensions, and she has a lot of tutorials, etc., as do some of my favorite people. But the problem is I got 18-inch silky hair extensions in the lightest blonde because I'm going to dye them purple, which will fade out hopefully to like a pastel violet or lilac. Well, they twist and rip up to like 5 or 6 inches when you're done. Well, my hair is so thin on the end that actually you have to go up to the thicker area to attach them. Well, guess what? My hair is longer than what the extensions are going to be. So now I don't know what to do. So I'm trying to figure that one out. I think I'm going to put 2 or 3 of those together, which of course will require me to buy several packs, but that's the way it is, I guess, unless I can find a really good price from somebody else that makes them. The problem is that my locks are all so many different sizes, and yeah, so yeah, see how thin that one is and this one, and I combined a really thin one, and I guess I dreaded some of these ones that were loose hair in there, and so they made really thin locks, and yeah, the problem is everything gets really thin down here, you know, and I wanted to leave the length on the ends because of the shrinkage. And like I said, in some spots I've already shrunk a good 5 or 6 inches that I've noticed. So, yeah, so just trying to plan things and figure out what I'm going to do and that kind of stuff. And if you're following all of my videos and you like my tattoo and piercing videos, you might want to stay tuned. Might want to stay tuned. Yep. Okay, so that's all I had to say today. I had some videos that I had done, a few of them actually, about cultural appropriation, and a negative comment I got. I was actually driving in the car, so maybe I'll touch that subject now. I actually got my first really negative comment. It came from a source that I get tons of negative comments. The person just happens to be, you know, that way. Instead of saying, hey, I don't know much about them, but if you like them, and since your hair's going to be kept clean, go for it. Whatever makes you happy. But that's not the comment I got. The wording was thus. I wrote and told them that, you know, I had started them and that I wanted to add extensions due to the shrinking process. And I was asking about some hair pieces, whether they were human hair or, you know, synthetic. And before I got the answers to my questions, the person said, "There are no words. That is so disgusting. You're going to do all this just so you don't have to wash your hair anymore?" So, of course, I wrote back and said that you need to do your research, that hair can't lock up. If it's dirty, it must be kept squeaky clean and dry so that the hairs can lock up, that hairs will lock up on their own if you just keep your hair clean and don't brush or comb anymore, that it's a natural process as well. Everybody's hair does it. Sent a couple of videos, which I probably shouldn't have wasted my time because it probably weren't even looked at and probably had no bearing. because of course when you feel like you know more than other people, or always express opinions based on no lack of knowledge or fact, you know, you're really not going to change that behavior too much. But I did use it as a opportunity to provide some education on the subject, but depending on the source, I won't waste my time with that anymore, because if you care for somebody, you should be uplifting them and supporting them and not tearing them down. So yeah, I'm proud of myself, the way I handled things. You know, I said you need to educate yourself on this subject. So, and I helped with the educational process, and that's all I can do. And I love my hair so much. I know that for the first 12 months, my hair is going to be very, 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 very messy. And you know, that's just part of the process. Like I said, I'm approaching the 2-week mark, and look at that, that one's real wavy. Yeah, so I love it. It's soft, and sometimes it feels like a pillow. One drawback for me is that I worry about, like, if I'm out mowing my lawn. I never used to sweat almost my whole life, but now I do on my head, and I worry about, you know, the driplets of, you know, when your hair sweats, and what is that doing? Is that loosening up everything at the root in the back? Because I notice I keep getting a ton of loose hair back here, and I think that might be from that, and I'm not sure. There's nothing you can do about it. It's a natural process, but I don't know if I should be rinsing my head off with cold water during that time or something. So I may, you know, ask Lazy Dreads or one of the experts about that. So other than that, stay tuned, because I've got an announcement later today. And remember, you guys, you're all amazing.